Waking up from a post-Christmas food coma to discover that I'm fat. This is Tell It to Someone. First question, of course, is from Hervey Wasawas. If scientists use cloning to bring back dodos and you could only afford one, would you keep it as a pet or cook and eat it to know how they tasted before humans hunted them to extinction? Well, of course, I would. Okay, they only gave me one, right? So I've got my boy Dodo right there on a leash, you know, grazing away happily. And I find somebody who has a girl Dodo. And then what I do is I take them, I give them a nice place that Dodos can do their thing in. And then I sell Dodo pornography. That's the best of both worlds. I mean, yeah, and then maybe once I've got enough Dodo, like little, you know, once I've got enough Dodo children and they breed up so very fast, if I know anything about birds from my experience with ducks, well then I can start eating them. And I assume they taste kind of delicious because, you know, they all got eaten, didn't they? Or perhaps they just got eaten because they're slow and sailors are hungry. Next question is from the Emperor Fabulous. I've heard the rumours, but I haven't confirmed them myself. Do ducks taste of human? No, you misunderstand me, you misheard me. I said they developed a taste for human flesh. Because when I walked out, you know, when I had the too many ducks when they started breeding in the backyard, I would go out in the morning with 20 kilos of grain and I'd feed them and they'd peck my legs until they bled. So what you got to do is you got to wear long pants when you're feeding ducks. I learned that the hard way. Well, actually the hard way would be going out and doing my research, and I don't do that. I just did it the easy way by not wearing long pants when feeding ducks. Next question from Nish Brown. No, that's, there we go. Which witches would wear white while whipping willful whelps with whatever works? Well, they're the ones that you go to the, you know, you go to the special part of town in Amsterdam, and I think there's a special back alleyway that caters to that specific taste, I think. But I've never been to Amsterdam, so don't ask me specifically. Next question from Bedfordian. My hair has recently decided it no longer wants to remain on my head. What would you advise I do to convince it to stay put? All previous plans have failed. Well, look, just look at the top of your back, between your shoulders. Much of it would have gone there. So I haven't worked out a way myself of convincing it to go back onto the top of my head. I'd suggest some kind of hat. I mean, I've got a seasonal hat here which protects the top of my head from sunburn. But you know, the top of my back, I think my hair has given up on the top of my head now, and you know, you're going to have to do that, or you know, or pay people money, like people with advanced medical degrees, and they will and they've got these machines that make your scalp look like rows and rows of corn, just all in rows, sprouting from the top of your head. And people pay a lot of money for that. Or you can wear some kind of wig. I got some wigs at home, but you know, they smell They smell of mildew. Not pleasant. Next question. What? Is that it? Onion Boy. Would you consider becoming a VTuber? Well, I don't... look, I mean, those... You know, those... the cartoon version of me does not fit in that genre. It looks more like one of those, yeah, it looks more like one of those Saturday morning cartoon people, and not like a glamorous Japanese anime girl. And it might not be it might not fit with the aesthetic. That's what I'm saying. So no, I probably wouldn't. My voice wouldn't fit that aesthetic either, because of reasons. Now, that's it for someone for this week. If you would like to ask me a question, the question asking place is, of course, in the regular question asking places below. But there's also the dovetail question, of course, which is over here, which is in keeping with the season of these things, because I forgot it was Christmas last week, so I didn't actually ask a Christmas question. But I'm asking a New Year's question for reasons. I'm dangerously talented. I don't have a cool sign off.